what is amazing, no less, about that 22-game streak, and so many things I'd forgotten about it until you started doing, a little research, because we've done a lot of Zoom interviews with players, with Tito, with other coaches. But, I mean, some of the stuff that happened, Les, during that 22-game stretch, Chisenhall, Kipnis, Brantley, Tomlin, Salazar, Andrew Miller, all on the disabled list for either all of it or most of it. I mean, Andrew Miller pitched one game in that 22-game stretch. And the pitching staff threw 7 shutouts. They had an ERA of 1.7. I mean, the Indians pitchers gave up 37 runs in that whole 3-week stretch. And so a lot of the games were over early because the club got the lead early, and then they were riding Kluber and Carrasco and Bauer. Ryan Merritt came up, made 2 spot starts and won them both. So there were so many things that when you look back at it, you're like, I didn't remember that. You get so caught up in the next game that a lot of times you don't sit back and reflect. And you think about it again, Les. The club had a 14-game winning streak in 2016, go to Game 7 of a great World Series. And then the next year have a 22-game winning streak. In my mind, it's a Major League record. I'm sorry, the New York Giants had a tie in the middle of theirs. That shouldn't count. But anyway, you think of it.
As that streak was going, and it was near the end of the season, were you thinking, we need a loss here somewhere along the line, and maybe not the last game of the season, maybe with 7 or 8 games, lose one just to get that off your back? But you can't think that way, can you?
No, and you know what, Les, as it went on, once it gets into the teens, to me it takes on a life of its own. We don't see that very often. I mean, you stop and think of it. We talk about, when you have a 4-game series, sure, how tough it is to sweep a 4-game series compared to a 3-game series. Now you're talking about going from 13 games over 500 to 35 games over 500 in a 3-week period. So no, once it got into the teens, it was like, dang it, this is fun, because the race was over. But you didn't have those September kind of dog days where you're like, I just want the playoffs to get here. The streak had kind of captured the attention of the country. The Indians were the lead story on everybody's sports show, because it was almost incomprehensible to think of what they were doing. And so, the thing about it is, so many bench guys were playing so much of the time that Tito was not running guys into the ground just to keep the streak going. I mean, they had a doubleheader August 30th in Yankee Stadium, a doubleheader 2 days later in Detroit. And when I was looking back at my scorecards here that I have in front of me, to look at some of those lineups and go, oh my Lord, 4 guys from the minor leagues in the lineup at one time.